What's up, everybody? Today is another kind of monumental episode, I guess. For one thing, we don't have the graphic anymore showing we got to 1,000, the subscriber goal, the 1,000 subscriber goal, because we have blown past that. And the other thing is, this is the first new video that I've made since YouTube's changed the whole policy on monetization. So this video right here is monetized. So watch it 4 or 5 times. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got finally got accepted into the. Well, I say finally. It happened pretty quick. We got accepted pretty quickly into the partner program. So we are now official and monetized and ready to rock and roll. And also, I mentioned on Facebook, but if you don't follow me over there, I did tune the suspension a little bit on this truck, so it's a little better. The cab doesn't rock quite as much, and it's not quite as, the suspension's not quite as mushy as it was. Oh yeah, we got this other truck over here too I need to get rid of. Well, we will take care of that. I'm pretty sure I would have bought that truck. Yep, there it is. So let's sell that thing. Get rid of that. Alright. And let's just get busy because we got to get some wood moved. Well, I sure am glad to be able to turn that subscriber goal graphic off. That's nice. And I went through and monetized pretty much all my videos. There's a few that I left as unmonetized just because I knew it has some music in there or whatever, and I just don't want to get my channel monetized and then have a copyright strike right off the bat. I'm not worried about it, but I just went ahead and, just to be safe, turned them off. I had recorded, in case you're wondering what they are, I recorded, I play the trombone, and here in my town we have a community band, and we played a concert. Well, we have a Peach Festival concert every year, which coincides with our town's festival, or at least one of them. There's 2 or 3 now, but anyway, I recorded the concert, the video of it, and it was about it's about 2 years ago now, I guess. You had to scroll back pretty far in the videos to be able to watch them, but that's what those were that I did not monetize. I think there was about 7 videos. In fact, one of them did have a copyright strike from way back, but I wasn't. Well, I guess the YouTube, whatever that they listen for music, whatever picked it up, but I wouldn't have thought that a band concert like that would. I guess it would have some copyright infringement, but oh well. I just went ahead and demonetized those and not worry about it. But everything else is monetized. You can go back and watch them 4 or 5 times. Well, I guess maybe I better not steal D3 Machinery's thunder too much. But I was chatting with D3 Machinery, and he's working on the Beast, doing some modifications. You may have seen that if you follow along over on Facebook, or may have heard me talking about it in one of the other videos. But we were chatting this afternoon, and well, as I'm recording this afternoon, it's yesterday for most of you that are watching this. But he's doing some big things with the Beast. I tell you, it's going to be pretty cool whenever he gets done with all that. I'm looking forward to being able to test that out and play with it some, because well, I guess it's no big surprise if you have followed him on Facebook or whatever, that he's put a cab on the top of it with a boom and a grapple, so you can actually load your own treetops or trees or whatever you want to put in there. So that's pretty cool. But he's got some bigger plans than that, and so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty awesome. I won't say any more than that. Just have to wait and see. And I would recommend going over to Facebook if you Facebook and finding D3 Machinery. That's just basically what it is. Capital letter D and then number 3 and then machinery, space machinery, and then that's it. And you'll find it. But he's got some cool stuff. He released a Kenworth truck that has a loader on the back. It's pretty nice. I still have not had time to check that out. In fact, I hadn't even had time to check out the new John Deere Fella Buncher either from North Modding. I tell you, I've been so busy with work lately. It's sort of our busy season right now, and I've been having to put in extra hours, and it's just been one nightmare after another. Everybody wants to get their file done like now. They can't wait, you know. So we're having to deal with well, at least some of them have not contacted us yet, and some of them we've already finished. But I tell you, it's been rough here the last couple weeks, really. There's been many a days the last couple of weeks where I've started work at 8 and not finished, well, sometimes until about midnight. Of course, I took some breaks in there, but last night I was up till, yeah, right about midnight. And I worked last night from, let's see, I quit at 5, but then I actually did a little bit more work until about 6, and then I got back home around 8:30, 8:15, 8:30, and I didn't get to bed till about midnight. So, and most of that from 8:30 on was work. It wasn't play, although I did chat with some folks. Actually, Land Shark Gaming. I was Land Shark Gaming had a live stream going, and I was in there chatting with him a little bit. In fact, I would say probably Land Shark Gaming's the next channel we need to get to 1,000. He's got some pretty good videos. He's doing the time lapse on, well, Willamina right here, and then also on the plantation, one of my maps, which I guess I should mention about the 4X map. In case you're wondering, I have not had any time lately to work on it. I feel terrible. I need to get back on that thing and finish it up, because it's August. Actually, before we know it, it's going to be the middle of August. So I'd like to get it finished up probably by sometime in September. Get it done. And I've got one more that I'm working on that just kind of got started on it. Got the terrain done and a few little things placed just to kind of see how I want to put things on the map. Haven't done anything as far as roads and trees or anything like that. So that'll be my next project. And I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to the next one after the 4X. If you think the 4X is going to be pretty cool, wait till you see what I got in mind for the next map after that. It's going to be another small one. I'm not doing maybe ever again a 4X map. It's just ridiculously big. It's literally like doing 2 maps in one. It's just that big. But the next map after the 4X is going to be really cool. Really, really cool. In fact, as far as I know, it has not been done yet in Farming Simulator as any kind of map. As far as I know, I just, there could be some out there, but as far as I know, I don't think so. And that's all I'm going to say about that until I get started good on it and figure out, if that's going to work and what I want to do and all that stuff. Okay. Get that out of the way. I've probably that's probably, I don't know, it's maybe 3/4 of a load right there. Alright, this thing's nearly full. Let's go dump this thing. There's a trailer down here. I've been kind of just... I just set it there. Didn't have a good place for it down here yet, but I need to get that hooked up and get it down here. Oh, I thought we would have filled that up. I guess, well, yeah, I guess that's that new trailer. That thing holds about 90 to 100,000 liters, so yeah, I guess that wouldn't quite fill it up. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's no sense in leaving these trees around here. I mean, I could come pick them up, sure, but I'm not going to get all of them, just a few. Chip up a few of these that are sort of in the way that will be too much trouble really to come back and pick up. We'll just get those, that'll be it. The rest of them we can come pick up with a skidder or something. Alright. This tractor's getting dirty. But I tell you, if nothing else, Giants has these tractors figured out. I mean, the 3D models are really nice, very detailed. I like the way they get dirty, and get dirty in the right spots too. I mean, look at this. You got on the fenders and inside the fenders, you know, not all the way up on the cab, although the top of the, I guess that's the hood. The top of the hood's kind of getting dirty, but look at all this down here. And all that. And, you know, it's just, they got it figured out as far as how to make it look right when it gets dirty. I love that. I wish all the modders would take the time to do it that way and do it, you know, very detailed and realistically. It'd be so nice. Alright, here, let's see. We got the dozer fueled up last time, I believe. Well, a little bit. It's got enough. So let's go around and pick up any more trees that have been cut. I know the fella buncher's sort of right dead ahead of us back there somewhere. So let's see if we can cut through the trees up here and find some logs to skid up. Well, I tell you what, I haven't heard too much out of FDR lately. I don't know what he's planning on releasing next. I need to go on Patreon and take a look and see. I know he released that Hitachi loader, which I don't really care anything about. Let's see, the forwarder's been released. Oh, I know what he's working on next. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not a road. I thought that was the road. I was like, well, that's awfully steep for the road. The road's still down here a ways. I can't see. Well, there's a lot of trees in here. Alright, so I didn't quite hit the road, but we're close enough. Fellow buncher is up to our left there somewhere. Okay, well here's some trees, so let's just pick these up. In fact, I'm going to start over here by the concrete so we don't have those trees in the way. Yeah, when I got the email this afternoon that my my channel had been monetized again. Well, you know, join the YouTube partner program or whatever. I went into my channel and started looking at getting the videos monetized, and of course I later realized that you can do them all at once, but I didn't know that at first. And I was clicking on each video and clicking the monetize thing. I was like, this is going to take forever. So I looked it up to find a quick little YouTube video of how to monetize all your videos at one time. So got them all. Which was nice, because otherwise it would have taken a while. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that one. And we'll come up here by the fellow buncher and see. There may be, like, here's a tree on the right we can pick up. Get that out of the way. Couple of trees, 3 trees. There's the fellow buncher. Yeah, I was thinking this video that I may have enough money to buy that North Modding John Deere fellow buncher, but I don't have enough. I've heard that the controls are kind of weird on it. Like it's different than FDRs. Everybody's kind of complaining. Hadn't even tried it yet. I've downloaded it and just have not had time to even play with it. Oops. Didn't want to bump that like that. Let's see. Grab that one. We'll see if we can get it out of there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, this dozer is really cool, but I wish it would. I don't know. It's really kind of a toss-up for me, because on the one hand I do like the fact that it plows the ground, but on the other hand I would like for it to actually push stuff like wood chips, and I don't think it pushes wood chips, but the gravel and stuff like that. Because I don't think it's set up to do that. I think it's just set up as a plow. Of course, it's got collision, so it'll push, you know, solid objects. But as far as like wood chips and gravel and stuff like that, I don't think it would do that. Whoops. There we go. Kind of driving over here next to the edge, so it'll kind of help push some of the gravel out to the edges, and the more we drive over this road, it'll be just that much smoother. I just wish that it didn't spread out so far. It doesn't kind of, well, I guess it kind of looks okay. It kind of looks a bit too wide, but oh well. Maybe once a good dozer comes out, I can come back and kind of clean up the edges or something, but I'm not really that worried about it. Road's a road, and it's still kind of fun to make it, so. This section here is pretty smooth. I've driven over it quite a few times. But I'm still waiting on a good road grader to come out, motor grader. I saw where, I think it was Wood Meadow Farms is working on one. They had one for 17, but I guess probably the best one, which I didn't even really know about existed, was by Serious Mods. And I was chatting with them, Serious Mods and K-Man, all them guys over on Serious Mods Discord channel, and they were talking about, you know, converting over the Cat motor grader, but so far it hasn't happened yet. I know those guys are busy working on lots of stuff, and probably just haven't got around to it yet, which really kind of stinks. You know, I wish that there was, I don't know, sometimes more people making stuff, get things out a little quicker. Oh, I just gotta have patience. yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the monetization is going to go. And in case you're wondering, for right now, I don't have just the skippable ads enabled. I can. We'll see how it goes. But I don't think it's too terribly bad, because usually, well, let's see, if they're the non-skippable ones, usually they're only like 6 or 7 seconds long, so it's not like you're sitting there forever watching a video. The skippable ones, of course, you got to like 5 seconds and you can skip it. And then I forget what the other ones. Oh, it's those little pop-up banner things, so you have to click the X. So those aren't too bad either. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But here's how it's going to go down with the ads. Okay, so there's going to be an ad at the very start of the video. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It could be one of those pop-up things that you just have to X out, or it could be, one of those things where your video will start in 6 seconds or 7 seconds, or whatever it is, and then the video starts. Now, there's also going to be 2 more ads throughout the video. One's going to be about the 10-minute mark, and the other one's going to be about the either 33 to 40-minute mark, somewhere right in there. I forgot to go around. But there's going to be like 3 ads total, but one of them's at the very start, which is sort of standard practice, and then there's 2 in the middle, and then that's it. So there won't be any more than that. I'm not going to put any more than that. I hit, oh, you wouldn't believe this, I hit the suggested ads placement button, and it stuck like, not kidding you, like 10 ads in there. I was like, no, I'm not putting that many ads in there. I'd lose viewership in a 2 minutes. But there will be 2 ads throughout the video. Well, 3 really. One at the very start, and then 2 at the, let's see, 1 at the 10-minute mark, and then another one at the I had started off doing them at the 33-minute mark, and then changed that second one I did to, I think, the 40-minute mark. But anyway, just those 3. But the reason I'm doing that's really sort of for y'all's benefit. I know I don't like watching the ads myself, but if I put 2 ads in the middle, I was watching a video one day, and this girl was talking about how, she was kind of tracking the ads on the videos that she was running, and when she found that she started getting a whole lot more income, and figured out that it was because she placed, I think it was like just one more ad in there, it really boosted her income. And what I'm, in case you're new to the channel or haven't heard this before, the whole goal of me getting my videos monetized is when I finally do get some money coming in and get paid by YouTube, my goal is every once in a while to do just a random prize giveaway. So that's the whole goal of this, and I'll probably be using some of that money too. I'll probably take a certain percentage back and hold it back, just for in case like a hard drive goes out, or a joystick quits working, stuff like that I've got to replace, and upgrades to things, like for instance I may want to buy a model and have somebody in-game it and stuff, stuff like that. I don't know, we'll see. The possibilities are endless, but it's just going to really depend on you guys watching the videos, the viewership, the subscribers, all that going up, and then we'll just take off from there, because there's really no telling where we could end up. But that's the goal right now, is just to start getting some income, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I can't help but think that with 3 times the number of subscribers that I have now from when I was getting my videos monetized, that it's just going to be 3 times better, hopefully. It's 3 times faster. So instead of 2 years to get paid on YouTube, maybe I can do it in, let's see, I don't know what the math would be, like a year and a quarter or something. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it won't take that long. Because YouTube does not pay you until you get to $100. You have to have $100 in your account, and then they will deposit you some money. And then you start it all over again. What I need to do is take the Felabuncher and cut me a path back to the landing. That's what I need to do. In fact, I think we're going to work on that next. Once we get some of these trees skidded up here, let's do that. And I'll take the... Oh, come on, what is holding this thing up? I'll tell you, you gotta pull these things straight out of there. They will not come. Okay. Let's do that right now, because let's see, where are we at here? Oh yeah, so if we just sort of took a left, we'd be right there. Alright. Let's shut that down. So let's just turn my map on so I can see where I'm going. Because this will be good. Then I can turn the plow on and we'll make us a little road back in here, a little skid trail. And this will be sort of a, we'll call it a main skid trail. Then we can take the Felabuncher and cut off of it. And then keep using the little skid trail as our path back to the landing. Sounds like a plan to me. So over on Landshark Gaming's the YouTube channel the other night, he was live streaming, and I was asking him if he used dual joysticks, because it kind of looked to me like, you know, when he was loading a trailer or whatever, it looked a little bit like he was using just a controller. And of course, that's nothing wrong with that. But he was saying, yeah, I just use a controller. And I said, oh man, you got to get some dual joysticks, you know. And he said, well, I guess I could, but I'm just kind of used to, you know, using the controller. And I told him that I was like, I really suspected I'm probably like, maybe not, I think I told him 75, but I'm probably at least 50%, probably 60-something% better with dual joysticks than using a controller. And one of these days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up myself just like a little challenge, and I'm going to have a bunch of trees processed and laying on the ground, and I'm going to have a truck, and I'm going to load that truck first with the controller, and then I'm going to come back and use the dual joysticks and do sort of a comparison. So it'll be easy to do, because all you got to do is well, let's see, the only issue would be if the game saves. Okay, so I'll have maybe 2 loads of logs laying there, and I can load the first set with the controller, then I can come back and load the second set, and I'll try to have like well, I guess it really wouldn't matter if it's the same exact number of trees or logs or whatever, but as long as it's pretty close, you know, try to see how fast it takes me to do it one way versus the other. But I know I'm gonna be a lot faster with the joysticks. It's just so much easier once you get the hang of it. Now that's going to be the big thing, is I'm so used to using the dual joysticks that using the controller is going to be tough. Whereas if you're used to using the controller, then the dual joysticks is going to be tough at first. But just like anything, you know, practice makes perfect, and I've gotten so used to the dual joysticks is almost like second nature to me now. I can just cut trees and load trees and process and whatever, just no problem whatsoever. It's just so natural now, the dual joysticks. And if you're new to the channel and not sure, what I use is, for my right joystick, I have a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, and you can pick those up online or Best Buy or whatever. I think I got mine online, and I want to say it was about $35. These Logitechs are not very expensive, and they're pretty decent, you know, joysticks. The only issue is, I mean, you can use, you know, two, you know, of course, one for your left and one for your right, but the thing is, it's not really set up for left-handed use, and there's not really a good way either to convert it, or, you know, so you just have to kind of deal with it. But my left joystick, I'm using a Thrustmaster T16000M, which allows you to readjust the grips and stuff and make it a left hand. So it's pretty cool, and it's a super nice joystick too. I wish, well, one of these days I may go back and buy another one and replace this Logitech, but this Logitech's working fine for right now. It's working good. Yeah, this will be cool because this will be kind of a middle path back to the landing. In fact, I think I can see the opening right up ahead of us where we've cut already. We're not far. I'm just going to kind of cut just enough to make us a path through here. Yep, I think I can see the processor right through there. So this will be a perfect little road for us to work off of. I don't know why I'm throwing the trees that way. I need to be putting them back behind me now because I'm close enough to the landing where I can pick them up that way. Butts to the landing. Okay, just about there. We just got a couple more trees to cut. I'm gonna get this one right in here. We're going to hop in the dozer and make us a path up through there, plow us a road. Yeah, we need us a good dozer with a tilt blade on it so we can create some nice roads and stuff. Throw some gravel or some dirt out there and, you know, level it off good. Put that tilt on the blade and level the road off. Okay, so this will be the path that I can follow back to drop off the trees. I think I'm just going to stop it right there for now. So I don't want to go past my pile. Oops. Just trying to avoid that. I forgot to raise the blade up. Now I can follow this path back out and I know where to go. I'm probably going to start doing that from now on. Whenever I start a new track, I'll probably take the cutter and cut me a path through there. Then I'll take the dozer and plow us a little skid trail up in there. That way we'll know kind of where to go. I'll need to do that over there too. We'll make us another one that kind of cuts off at an angle back up that way. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Grab these two big trees and probably do a little processing and get us the pile built up a little bit more. Then we'll try to get, I don't know, we may have time to get one load out of here. If I quit messing around and get after it. I don't normally do this, but it sure helps to get some of these branches out of the way and see what you're doing. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Yeah, so we can just get a few more of these processed and then get them loaded up. Making a bigger mess. There we go. Alright, well, we're out of time for today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And this is the first monetized video, new one, anyway. So watch it several times. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.